So right after we got married, we went to Japan with my family. So we entered a haunted house. So just like all newlyweds, so we came in holding hands.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
That was really sweet. Alright, at first, until we met a ghost. So we were holding hands. So what Bak did was he pulled my hand behind, so that I'll be left behind, and he ran away.
Ya Allah, ya Rabbi. This is what we call couple talk. Assalamualaikum, you are here with me again, Aiman Azlan. This is Couple Talk, and in today's episode, we have none other than BAK and FAZRENA, the two super duper young couples who are travelling a lot together.
Thank you for inviting us.
I watch your Instagram and I get jealous. Dah lah, you tak kat gambar lawa. Lepas tu kita tempat lawa-lawa pula. So for those people out there who don't know you as well, could you please give a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm BAK, known as BAK, and I do photos and videos.
Good, cool. And you do photos and videos too?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Hi, I'm FAZRENA AZIZ. I'm the owner of Tudung People. So that's actually how I kind of know Bak, is because of we work together.
Okay, that's a good segue. All right, so tell us more about your first meeting and how does that lead to a marriage?
I think it's a bit funny because it's quite related to the topic today. Our very first meeting was actually in Singapore. So we wanted a shoot overseas.
Bestnya korang ni.
No, because I was studying
He was
in
studying in
Johor.
Johor.
Okay.
So
So she
that's
came down.
So I came down to Johor and we're like, dah lah kat Johor, why not Singapore?
Cross the bridge.
Yeah.
True.
So that was our very first time meeting, and we had a photo shoot in Singapore.
Oh, cool. Photo shoot for your
my brand.
For your brand. All right. Now, how many years has it been since the marriage began?
Almost 5. I mean, we just passed 4, so it's almost 5.
Almost 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next year.
Okay.
Next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm older. So yes, sir. So you're about to pass the critical point, the 5 years.
Yeah, the 5 years.
Yeah. So for the 4 years you've been together, you travel a lot,
Quite a lot.
Boleh
Yeah.
tahan lah. We were quite a traveller before.
Yes.
So we travel ever since we got married. Memang I rasa at least about 4 to 5 times a year. But it inclusive of work travel.
Work
Yeah.
work-related
Travel with
travels,
family. But
Okay.
our couple may travel at least once a year.
So how many countries so far?
Perhaps about 12. The last time I count. Yeah.
Oh, you counted, huh?
Yeah. I like to
know
keep
that,
track.
yeah.
Macam mana lagi?
12 countries so far.
So far, yeah.
All right. And you've covered like what? Europe, Africa,
Europe side. We've been to one country in Africa, and then European side, and
Not the whole Europe.
not the whole.
Of
Europe,
course,
not
the
yet,
Europe
not yet.
area ada one over there. So now, traveling as a couple, how do you find it different from traveling solo? Because you've said you've always been a traveler, right? So how is it different lah, traveling solo and traveling a couple pula?
Well, to be honest, I've always traveled with my family. Even if I travel with my family, it's
Yeah.
always me planning, and it's the same thing when we travel together as well.
So you have two people who are usually planning the trip. Tak
I mean,
ada.
on my part now, I'm passing the baton.
Oh,
to her.
okay.
There's only one.
Okay.
She's
Good
gonna-
call.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay. So because my wife and I are travelers too, but not like you guys lah. But we love to travel. She studied in London, I studied in Canada. So obviously bila you dah go overseas, alang-alang tu you travel around.
Yeah.
What I've found is that bila travel as a single guy, it's a bit different bila you're the family.
True.
Like for example, if when I was single, there's less things you consider. Pasal bila you single, you rasa macam tak apa, kita boleh bantai je. But once you married, macam kena fikir, wahai aku selesa tak? Dia larat tak? Those considerations, right?
True.
So what are the new considerations yang you figure out, yang you kena fikir after dah travel sebagai couple ni?
We're very different people. We're kind of similar, but we're kind of different in certain things. So selalunya yang paling banyak song has always been me. I gotta be honest with that.
Surprise.
Surprise, oh my
So jadi macam the initial plan has always been about the first thing first, budgeting. Okay, so I akan tanya, what's your budget? What's the limit? So I can from the budget. So that's how I plan out. So I think Bak is very they're very laid back. He's a bit of an adventure kind of guy.
Okay.
I'm not. So it's about finding what we like in between, ataupun kadang-kadang you can't do that, you know.
Yes.
So macam okay, today is your day, the next day is mine.
Oh, that's how you like sort of like get the middle ground.
That's the middle ground. So we have to be fair in a way.
So is there any like cross point, like where you both can enjoy?
I think we do.
We do. We enjoy a bit of history, and we enjoy a bit of nature. I mean, for her,
a bit of nature, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she doesn't like the hassle of actually going into nature. That's the only down point lah. I mean, if you can actually park your car inside the forest, then should do.
I'll do that. You can park right at the entrance, or if better, boleh masuk dalam terus. I can do that all the time.
Bring Wi-Fi inside.
Mostly is that we both can learn. We like to learn about something new. Talking about culture, experience. Like this year, starting from end of 2017, so we wanted to go macam the Islamic route.
Good. Okay.
So we started off in Istanbul. I mean, we went to Turkey, so we were in Istanbul and Cappadocia. So we visited the Blue Mosque, the museum.
The museums are really
Sultan Ahmad
nice
Square, the area. Okay.
I thought it was really beautiful. I mean, we've always learned about history, but not exactly macam you can actually see.
This is immersive, right? It's different. It's not the books anymore. How many days you spent there?
In Turkey was 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Wow.
Yeah. Bit more.
About
Macam
2.5.
mana kau tak tahu?
2.5.
2.5. 2.5, 3. Okay, guys, round up.
And 2 months after that, or perhaps just a month, we went to Mecca. And then after that, we're like, kita dah banyak negara kita dah pergi. We've been to plenty of countries. So why not this time we go to Andalusia? So that's why back in I think it was September, October. Yes, we went to Spain and Morocco. Just to kind of like continue like the journey to see the empire, the old empire of Islam.
And this is this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we did plenty of traveling this year. So it's kept out lah. It's kept out dah. Memang cukup.
It's always like 1 year yang macam back on, and then the next year macam relax.
No traveling.
Okay. So next year relax lah ya. So let me guess. I'm having a vibe that you're more like backpacker style traveling, and you're a bit less.
Yeah, she likes to pack, clothes in bags, like small bags, and pack them by
packing bags in bags.
Yes.
Wow. So how do you manage that? Because those are two different styles of
I'm not
traveling.
gonna manage that. I just pass it to
So now betul lah.
I like to pack for him. Mostly I pack for the both of us. Mostly because I can ratio tau. Like in the bag, what is the portion for his clothes? Because if he packs, he will overpack. So let me pack.
Really?
Just enough for him and more for me.
Okay. But do you leave like room for like extra stuff that you get in your trips?
We always pack another like bag in bag, so that
that's the bag in bag thing lah.
Yeah,
no, everything is in a bag, and then all the bags will be put in a luggage bag. But I like it.
But you already have a system, right?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, we're going to take out this bag for this day je, and then this bag for that day je. I'm like, okay, so it's easier to manage lah.
That's pretty organized.
Organized. So when we have 2 luggages, it's almost one is for the first part of the trip, and one is for the second part. So nice. Usually I just pack masuk semua. Masuk semua je kan.
Now you have like sections. Okay, this section for the first day, section second day, like that.
So I tak stress out sangat lah. I mean I tak stress out, dia stress out.
Do you guys figure this system out during the 4 years ke? Pasal obviously takkanlah macam terus-terus boleh disorganize kan?
She is.
It's kind of like upgrade every time.
You get better every time.
We get better every time.
Tell me about the first time though.
The first time we travel after we married, it was with my family. So I think it's about like few months later than we traveled just the both of us.
I see. Because I see 2 different styles, right? Between you and
very different.
So usually when you have 2 different styles, there tend to be arguments during the trips. So I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do in those situations when you have arguments during a trip?
I I think that we both are two rational people.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So it's a blessing for me as well because I always rationalize, and I mean really rationalize. So if you can't rationalize with me, I don't think that we go well together. So she can rationalize, which is a plus point for a girl, you know.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So I don't see it as it's sort of a healthy argument.
I see. How do you manage that healthy argument?
I think for us it's more like discussing, but we both very straightforward. So
I see.
Maybe to other people's eye we are arguing, but for us it's more like our discussion.
Yeah.
It's how you communicate.
Yeah.
And no hard feelings.
No hard feeling. It settles there.
That's cool.
And then you move on to the next.
You know when you argue, like, let's say in the beginning of a trip, it extends towards the entire trip, and then the whole trip dah ruin.
No.
Never happened to you guys.
Never happened.
Biasanya akan gaduh, and then by the end of the day ataupun half a day dah macam okay, we're cool, and terus go on.
And sometimes we forget. I think for us we forget easier. Macam it can be like a fight instead of a discussion, but the next day we just forget about it.
Goldfish arguments. Yeah.
It's easier lah to get along with life that way instead of simpan macam kenapa dia macam ni. Yeah.
Some people simpan, bro.
Yeah.
Some people simpan. Do you ever have that tendency to macam ungkit something that you did in a trip?
I think something funny. Perhaps I do that.
Oh, something's funny.
Yeah. The first trip that we had in Japan, so I still talk about it until now. When I was in Japan, I went with my family, so it's like right after we got married. We went to sorry.
Oh snap!
So right after we got married, we went to Japan with my family. So we entered a haunted house.
Oh.
So you have to understand, we just got married, so we don't really know each other that well, and I think that for a lot of people, especially for girls, we always think that when you get married, like your man is like a prince, like your knight who's gonna protect you.
Really?
That can be discussed. Yeah, sure.
Open for discussion.
Yes.
So when we went to the haunted house, so just like all newlywed, so we came in holding hands.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
That was really sweet. All right. At first, until we met a ghost. So we were holding hands. So what Bak did was he pulled my hand behind, so that I'll be left behind, and he ran away.
Ya Allah, ya Rabbi.
I still remember until now clearly.
Tapi it's more of a shock, bukan takut. Takkanlah saya buat macam tu.
Bayi patah balik lah. Terlupa alamak.
No, he went forward.
What's the place where you go? Because you've been to 12 countries so far, right? What were the place that you go yang macam rasa macam kena pergi balik?
Turkey for me.
Yeah,
Turkey for sure.
Turkey for sure.
That was beautiful.
And I think I would like Spain.
Turkey and Spain, eh?
Turkey and Spain.
What about because you both love history, is it?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
We're not really museum kind of person, so we learned that through experience. Oh my god, I have enough of museum.
We went to the Louvre once, and I wanted to stay to get our money's worth.
Okay.
And she's like, okay, dah tengok Mona Lisa, jom balik. I mean, we queued for so long for that ticket, and nak masuk and busy and whatnot.
Yeah, Mama, it's a very well-known place.
Yeah.
Datang tengok the Mona Lisa, which is not even real.
It's not real, right?
So I think that's quite a learning experience as well. I mean, I had to stay in a foreign museum for like 4 hours.
Oish.
Yeah. And there
it was 3-ish.
Get your Instagram picture and get out. Senang kan?
Selfie, check in sikit. Okay,
it felt forever. Like you don't even understand French, and we didn't take the audio guide. So yeah.
Have you ever been to a place where like one of you rasa puas hati, the other one rasa macam nyesalnya kau pergi?
The Louvre tu kot.
The Louvre.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that was so nice. Sayang.
Oh no. It wasn't for you, eh? It wasn't for you.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? You just let it go ke atau macam okay lepas ni aku pula nak buat tu?
But I think that for us, sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's my day. So we're okay with that.
I see. That arrangement works.
That arrangement, and instead of finding every day, I mean it's supposed to be our day. So for us it works because one day I get to cycle. Katalah macam tu kan, and then one day dia nak pergi outlet shopping. Yeah. I can manage with that.
But I think because Bak is also a bit, he's always he always think of the worst. You know, there was a time.
Really?
Yeah, there were
Even
time
BAK is quite surprised with that.
yeah, there were time where I wanted to go visit my friend
Uh-huh.
in Europe. I was, and then he didn't want to go to Europe then. So I was like, can I just go alone and meet up with my friend?
Okay.
And then he's like, haven't you watched Taken?
Seriously?
I didn't want her to go, so macam tak apalah, I think.
Out of
but
all the
then-
movies, you took the one movie yang buat all fathers like paranoid.
Yeah, but then we went to Europe together after that. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay
cool,
lah.
cool. How was that? Okay.
it was good.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about all this like Turkey, Europe, and everything. I'm thinking in my head right now. Oh, loaded gila diorang ni. So like how do you manage financially to travel as a couple this consistently? Like, how do you do that?
One thing about us, we don't have children, so I mean those are the things, the extra money that we have. You know, I understand how expensive it would be to raise a child.
True,
Yes,
true.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I
Pampers
think-
lagi, susu lagi.
Betul.
So that's the kind of macam extra cash that we have as a couple.
Okay.
So we spend on traveling. And
Okay.
Yeah.
But do
So-
you also like save some money aside for future family yang you nak build ke? Macam
Ada.
mana?
What BAK usually does macam, okay, we are going somewhere because we always have like our yearly trip, which is
you
towards
dah plan
end of the
awal.
year. Okay, so we don't really eat outside as much, or even if we do, we pick like the cheaper stalls.
I see.
We cut out from that lah. Sebab kadang-kadang people spend on fast foods and
Yes.
ataupun benda tu. So it's
Fancy restaurants.
fancy
Yeah,
restaurant. So of course it goes unnoticed. Tapi gradually nanti you will see yang duit tu akan mana pergi duit aku ni kan.
Betul
Yeah.
kan?
And I think that when you travel, couple travel is always cheaper than traveling with family.
Oh really? How come?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that if I were to have kids, there are things that I would not be doing. Macam skipping public transportation and just walk around the town. Perhaps penat kot if you bring kids.
Yes. I have a 3-year-old son. Yeah, he gets penat berjalan, tapi tak penat
nak
memanjat.
dukung.
Yeah, or other things dia tak penat, but some things dia penat cepat.
So
Yeah,
it,
you're right.
it
you're
wears you down and then
Yeah.
you need to take cabs ke apa benda. So macam of course itu akan incur cost lah.
So you guys save a lot of money in terms of transportation. You punya lifestyle pun dah simplified.
Simplified.
And then you said you a shopaholic kan tadi kata. Kaki shopping.
Ada suka shopping
Is it?
lah.
I do like shopping, but I guess being a businesswoman and he's also a businessman, I think we learn how to control and to kind of like budget what things that are worthy to spend on and what things that are not worthy to spend on.
Yeah.
Cool.
It goes in our travel as well. So there are certain things that
We like to splurge on.
we like to splurge.
So macam tak adalah pergi 2 minggu hotel sedap je. Faham tak? So you learn to compensate. Meaning there are times yang kita on duduk hostel, there are times yang kita on duduk cheap hotels, and then lepas tu there are times yang you just want a 4 to 5 star punya hotel and you just go ahead.
For a lady like yourself, are you okay with that kind of arrangement where you go to, I won't say like hotel yang teruk sangat, but maybe like a hostel, a backpacking hostel or things like that?
I think that's really funny because I just had my very first hostel experience when I was in Spain.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. How
So-
was it?
It was interesting. I think we both macam we open to new things. So imagine it's a mixed hostel, okay?
Yeah, that's I'm imagining it right now. Like macam mana kalau my wife and I nak
dia,
pergi So I'm thinking like that.
So that's something really new. But for
Tapi
me,
it's nice because we just got to Barcelona masa tu. We just got off the plane and then terus duduk situ. So dia tak penat lagi.
Okay.
The mood is still there. Faham tak?
Alright.
And then we have another
you're
3
full
weeks
of
to
energy.
go.
But then I got a lot of question about how a Muslimah want to stay at a mixed dorm.
Exactly. Yeah. How?
So one thing is that you have to pick a dorm that has curtain. So the curtain kind of like macam create a very private sleeping area.
nook for you lah.
Yeah.
Betul.
So if not, you have to sleep with a hijab on. So that's not very easy to do.
And in that kind of hostel, you can sleep together, husband wife ke macam mana? Ke you separate?
Separate.
lah.
Yeah,
Separate.
I mean you can if you want to share a single bed. Yeah, but we chose not to, so that I have a single bed.
Because hostel is a small bed.
Yeah.
Itulah
Nak
small
share,
bed.
tak selesa
Lepas tu
lah
semua
pula.
bunk bed je kan.
I see.
Ada je yang kita tidur je macam selamba sembang-sembang and tertidur.
I see. And I'm guessing shared bathroom as well.
Yeah, but then it's
separated
by the gender.
Okay.
So that's
cool,
okay.
Cool. Now, BAK.
Yes.
This is like guy to guy punya question
Okay.
When you travel as a man, you are the wife. You fikir one of my priorities is to make sure my wife is comfortable or my son is comfortable. So when you choose like hostel like that, are you okay with it ke you macam you have to like sacrifice a little bit of how you feel
it's
ke
not
macam
that,
mana?
when we went to the hostel, it's not more of like a saving punya move.
Yeah.
I mean not to be stingy ke apa, tapi it's more of an experience punya. So we stayed there 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights because she never stayed in a hostel, so she wanted it too as well.
So have you like travelling as a couple, have you macam tiba-tiba terpisah ke and then
It's really easy to find him
Really?
because he's tall.
oh yeah
Yeah.
that's true.
So
It's easy to lose me because I'm short.
But I think that Alhamdulillah during all of our travels, we never got macam mark ke.
Tapi
But we always take safety precaution. You know, like we use traveler's wallet.
Yes.
So we don't put anything in our backpack.
Okay.
So those things, even though I'm wearing hijab, so of course there are times when you go to a country where you feel a bit scared.
Yes.
Yeah, especially
yes.
the European punya side kan,
I
with
see.
the Islamophobia and everything.
I see.
Yeah. So
okay.
so for certain places like that, we stick to places where it's very city center. So that's where you have to spend on the accommodation a little bit. Because of security issues.
I see.
Yeah.
So there are like considerations lah in terms of spending money. You
Yeah.
macam bukannya macam jimat all the way.
Bukan
Tak adalah macam
Tapi
tu kan.
kadang-kadang we always bring periuk nasi, we masak
Periuk nasi.
yes.
That's how we jimat. We don't spend on
You
food.
bring periuk nasi along.
Yes.
Awesome. And the beras as well.
And the beras
Yeah.
as well at times. Yeah. So macam masak simple food and atau
Cool.
kulidak Ibrahim. Kalau dah malas tu memang Ibrahim.
You bawa sekali
bawa
like
sekali lah.
budu, tempoyak ke apa ke.
One
we
whole
don't eat
bag
budu
of
and
just food. Yeah. But we don't eat both budu and
itulah.
tempoyak.
No, not of that sort lah. Tapi it's nice. I mean, it's lagi safe lah. So dia akan bangun pagi and prepare the tudung, and kadang-kadang I tolong masak nasi, and dia akan just panas macam tu. So kita akan makan and keluar pagi with a full tummy.
Okay, and you
So
do
tak grumpy
you
lah.
pack as well?
No, we don't.
We do.
tak pack lah.
Tak pack lah.
So when you are outside, how do you like discuss where to eat?
We don't
Biasanya
usually
makan.
eat for lunch. We usually eat in the morning
Or
and
you
at
skip
night.
lunch?
Yeah.
We skip lunch.
And you guys travel like you walk around a lot, you public go to public transport. You have energy to go all the
Kalau
way.
tidak roti ke macam tu lah.
Oh yeah, jap.
just
I just realised something. Okay. I was thinking as a father. Okay,
Itulah.
as a father, my energy
that's
kurang
that,
sikit. Betul.
memang.
I remember when I was single,
penat.
we went to my friends and I, 5-6 of us went to UK, like the whole area UK for 11 days. Our main meal adalah roti and tuna. And kita orang macam go all the way backpacker style, jalan, train, bus, and yeah, it was doable. Yes.
Yeah, it is doable.
I do have a niece, so when we travel as a family,
Yeah.
so we will have to spend a bit more than usual.
Yes.
I mean, there were times when we have to take Uber, so those things are into consideration. But what we do, usually we send the girls in Uber. So it's me,
So the guys
my
boleh
mom,
Oh, okay.
the niece, and her mom.
So you find ways, creative ways to like save a
So
little
the
bit
rest
of
will
money.
be walking.
I see.
ke atau
Cool.
naik tube ke.
So you guys take every penny into account.
Yeah. So he'll just bank in to me like the whole lump sum. So I'll do the separation. I'll do the payment.
So you pack, you
Yeah.
plan, you also do the finances. Bro, you buat apa?
I ambil gambar.
Ambil gambar. Okay. Fair enough.
I think it's fun that way because sometimes when you try to work macam, I understand that you want to share the responsibility.
Yes.
Tapi sometimes when you share,
Yeah.
and that's not everybody is good in everything. So
That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, because you're right. Kita akan
Sebab kadang-kadang
ada
dia nak
instinct.
macam you just want to have a say in it, whereas you don't actually know.
You don't have to.
You don't
Just
have to.
don't have to. Just do what you're good at. Take pictures.
Yeah. That's
so
it.
I think that's what works for us. And then Bak is very flexible, and I'm the fussy one, like I said. So as long as things are within minimum requirement, and I'll leave.
Oh, cool. I think this is the first couple that I've met yang macam just one person do the planning, the other one macam usually you plan together, right?
I mean I tell her my preferences lah. Macam okay, sayang, I want to cycle for a day in Spain, and then
just
I
put it in the
do
schedule.
Yeah,
just put it in the
yeah,
schedule. Anywhere.
Just anywhere. I'm good with it.
So it's good to have one fussy person, the other one not so fussy. So when you're together, it's like it works.
Yeah.
It works.
I think like in a couple, you have to balance things out. So maybe I do the planning, but I mean he'll do the security.
Yeah.
If anything were to happen, then he'll be the one yang will be protecting me. So there are things that you have to take into consideration. You can't be the only one winning.
So you guys figure this out during the 4 years lah, yeah?
Yeah.
Itu bukannya macam okay, kita kahwin hari ni, esok dah figure everything out.
Of course it's always a learning process, and it's not saying dia macam this is the perfect way to do it. I mean it's right for us now at this current point. Tapi as we get along nanti mana tahu dia kena it needs a bit of tuning,
adjustment, negotiation and everything. So tell us, what's your secret to making it work daripada day 1 until like 4 years now? Like how do you manage each other punya differences and similarities in such a way yang you boleh create this system now that works?
I think first of all is communication.
Communication.
It's always communication. It's always communication. I feel that if you communicate well, if you say what you mean and mean what you say, then I think all is good.
Tapi nanti dia sakit hati
that's where you need to lay it out on the table. Lay it out on the table. Tak ada simpan-simpan dalam, and then tiba-tiba waktu tengah discuss, so bam, you bagi dia. Tak ada. Lay it out on the table, cakap this is it, and then what's wrong with it, kan? And then she makes adjustment, and then you see it, and then you get along well, I think.
I see.
And we don't discuss when we're angry.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, never make decision
when you're angry, man.
So how do you deal with anger then? Because you feel anger, right? So how do you, if you don't discuss, what do you do?
She likes to read comics
while she's angry.
I mean, it's just like
marah aja, mana komik?
I think it's kind of like we know that there are times when you have to be together, like to mend things, or there are times you just have to let it go, let each other cool down first.
That's
and
true.
You talk about it later.
Jom main game, jom.
Alright.
Okay. So I have traveling related questions for both of you.
Wow.
See if are you in sync, or do we need to discuss this?
Okay.
Okay. If you could take a month's trip, where would you go?
Italy.
Oh, okay. That's quick for you. Okay, Italy.
Europe. Not just Italy though.
Italy is in Europe, right?
Yeah.
My geography is failing me
just
right
not
now.
one country.
Okay. What's the first thing that you do after a trip when you get home?
Laundry.
Unpack the bag, laundry.
Yeah. We always
Wait. She unpacks too? I mean, come on. She already packed the bag, bro.
Yeah. Tapi kita buat sama-sama lah. Laundry. It's always laundry. I mean, dulu I was a bit surprised when her family, balik pukul 8 malam. And sampai-sampai, I mean, I would find food and just mandi and nak tidur. Tapi the family akan unpack and do laundry, settlekan that night.
Yeah, that night?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a surprise for me. And now I'm doing it too. So,
it's something that you learn from her family.
Yeah, and I think it takes discipline and itulah.
Because let me be honest lah, after a trip macam malas lah.
Malas kan? Dah penat
letak baju dalam bakul, tinggal.
So ini memang terus kita orang akan unpack, masuk dulu first round, and then while dia tengah spin, unpack and simpan barang-barang, and then settle yang tu, bawa keluar, ampai dalam tu, and then shower, and then habis. You do multiple rounds at that night juga.
So the first thing when you get home, you already unpack everything and put everything in its place.
Yeah, we wash the luggage, put it back.
Because usually when I get home, the luggage is still in the living room.
Yeah, memang
sama.
Dulu.
Okay. Coffee person? No?
Coffee.
Alright. How do you like your coffee in the morning?
No
milk.
sugar, white.
Oh, you milk?
You
no sugar. Oh, milk juga kan?
Milk juga. With no sugar.
You tak suka black
Tak. I mean, I do a bit of both lah, tapi boleh je. But she likes it with ni sugar lah. Dia macam, kenapa coffee ni pahit? I'm like, coffee is supposed to be bitter.
Yeah.
I'm a Malaysian. I like my coffee sweet.
Okay, I was that category, but now I go no sugar lah.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, last question for you guys.
Okay.
What's the best and worst, best and worst travel advice you've gotten?
Wow.
Something that we can benefit from because you guys are very experienced in this.
The best
travel
is
advice.
always use a traveler's wallet.
Oh.
Always use traveler's wallet.
Any reason?
Because I think I know people always say, oh, Europe is a very safe country, but nowhere is safe if you use your wallet, especially at the back of your pocket.
Yeah.
We just got back from Paris, and my younger brother.
He got pickpocketed.
Yeah.
Tapi the thing is, he chased them, and you know, the lompat atau orang, it was chasing down the stairs, and the lompat atau orang tu jatuh, and he got back his wallet. Power betul. It was such a random. Yeah, he was baru, but he came alone. He flew alone and met us there in Paris. So he was macam happy to be there kan, first time in Europe and whatnot. Tiba-tiba orang tu curi pula.
Yelah kan. Macam apa tak panas kan. Wow.
Dia tengah bawa luggage tu, dia tinggal lagi, dia kejar orang lompat.
Lagi dia selamat.
Lagi selamat. Nasib baik.
So always use a traveler's wallet. Okay. What's the worst piece? What's the best piece of advice for you, Bak?
To me, it's always plan, but don't. Be okay to changes lah. Don't be too strict on that. Once you plan and then
jangan keras kepala lah. When situation changes, you have to change.
You have to learn to adapt lah.
Learn to adapt.
Yeah.
The worst advice. Yang ni yang sedap
For me, it's a lot of people always say, don't pack so much and buy your clothes over there.
Really?
Itu ya habis duit tu.
I don't like that plan because there are many times when you don't bring enough clothes, then you want to buy from another shop and you just don't find like the right clothes or it's not rightly priced.
Yeah.
So I think that it's better for you to be prepared from Malaysia, so you don't have to think. Because when you go overseas or you go on holiday, you want to spend time. You want to spend time learning about things or experiencing something new.
Yeah.
So when you waste time searching something,
for your like baju and
baju ke, or there are things yang macam memang you kena cari.
Yes.
Okay, example perut nasi, people say, oh, just buy it there. No, just bring it from Malaysia and bring it back.
Tapi we have a portable punya perut nasi lah, yang for two, macam nice, just nice kan.
Kecil punya tu kan.
Yeah.
What about like winter clothing and all that stuff? People say
and I don't bring just one. I have to bring at least 4 jackets.
4 jackets?
Or 5, because it appears in my Instagram.
Okay, for that reason. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Just one?
One je lah.
And black colour, right?
Black colour, yeah. So macam tukar yang dalam je, kat luar sama.
Or so vacuum bags. Cool. So you never like buy clothes from where you're going?
If I do, it's not because I have to, it's because I want to.
I see. Okay, so you have save time and money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the worst advice you've gotten, Bak?
To me is to not take photos, I think. Some people just go there macam, go and experience it. You don't need to capture everything. You don't need to capture. Tapi I think that those are memories. Tapi tak kisahlah however you actually want to remember it.
Yeah.
Kan, however you want to document it, just go ahead and capture je.
Yeah.
It's not necessary you capture to publish.
Yes. Capture for yourself.
Yeah.
You want to remember.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance you may never go there again, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. 12 countries, 2 people, 1 couple. Amazing story. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for coming here. The takeaway message here today is that you need to communicate, discuss, and always be flexible, right? There are things you have to just let it go, discuss, and sacrifice.
Yes.
Right? And also another takeaway is always let your wife do the work. No, if somebody like if one of you is great in something, let the person do his or her thing, right? You don't have to do everything together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And I kind of enjoy it too, so that's not really a chore for me.
It's a therapy for you.
Yeah.
It's a therapy
In a way. Okay, good. So you know each other's strength, you know each other's weaknesses, and you work it out, and that's how you can travel as a couple.
Alhamdulillah.
Alright. But in the future, when there's kids coming, you have to adapt again.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I wish you all the best with that. Thank you very much. That is all for today. That is all for our couple talk this episode. This is me, Aiman Azlan. See you next time. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.